Why is Tennessee such a hot state to move to all of a sudden? What's up, y'all? I'm Rachel. If this is your first time here, I'm a realtor with eXp in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. According to a recent U-Haul press release, Tennessee saw the most incoming U-Haul trucks in 2020 than any other state, up from 12th in the nation in 2019. A similar study released by United Van Lines lists Tennessee as 7th in terms of incoming residents. So why are we so popular suddenly? In this video, we're gonna explore the top 10 reasons for moving to Tennessee. At the end of the day, we're all gonna have our own reasons for wanting to move here. But make sure to stay tuned until the very end because you're definitely going to wanna hear my number 1 reason for moving to Tennessee. First off, y'all know I can't make a Tennessee video without mentioning the weather. A big reason why people wanna move to Tennessee is because of the variation in seasons. Your wardrobe will need to be prepared for just about anything. Here in Tennessee, we do have the 4 distinct seasons. Like I've said in other videos, the winters here are pretty short. They only last about 3 months. Most people enjoy the spring and the fall months because they are the milder months. The summers here come in hot and humid, and most of you are gonna wanna stay indoors with your air conditioning. If you can take advantage of the nice summer weather though, I encourage you to get out on the lake or do something fun including water, like go to Dollywood or go to Nashville Shores, just depending on where you are in Tennessee. Do something fun, you know? My next reason for moving to Tennessee are the job opportunities. Since Tennessee is a very business-friendly state, you'll find some major companies reside here. We have jobs in all sectors, from IT jobs to automotive to retail distribution, manufacturing, and more. Some major companies in Tennessee include FedEx, Cracker Barrel, Pilot Flying J and Travel Centers, Genesco, and Averett Express. Also located in Tennessee is the Scripps Network, which owns HGTV. Another reason for moving to Tennessee is for retirement. You've worked a long, hard life, and you want to be really considerate about where you choose to live out the rest of your days. I did a whole other video on why Tennessee is a top retirement destination in the United States. We have a tax structure that benefits retirees along... My dog? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, let's just bark here. Yep. Hopefully the music goes over her barking because I just gotta keep going. We have a tax structure that is favorable to retirees along with all the other benefits of living in Tennessee. I'll leave a link to that video in the description if you're considering destinations for your retirement. One of the next reasons why Tennessee is on your short list of places to move to is for the cost of living. I could do a whole video dedicated just to cost of living, but I'm not gonna break down the numbers in this video. When it comes to the cost of living in Tennessee, the biggest thing to consider is whether you're living in the city or the country. Our cities come in at a more reasonable price compared to other major cities in the US when you look at the price of housing and other life essentials. If you don't mind being isolated from those big city conveniences, there are places in Tennessee where you can still find a single family home for under $200,000. Check out the interview that I just did with Heidi Osterheld in Lawrenceburg, that's in southern Middle Tennessee. Now, speaking of cost of living, Tennessee is also a popular state to move to because we have no state income tax. That's right, folks, Tennessee is one of only 9 states that do not tax your income. We do have a 9.75% sales tax, but you'll still end up with more money in your pocket generally. One important reason why you could be moving to Tennessee is for your family. Maybe you're moving here to live closer to your family, or maybe you're moving here to raise a family. Did you know that Tennessee comes from the Cherokee word Tanasi that means the meeting place? Even if your family isn't in Tennessee, the best part about living in Tennessee is that you're less than a day's drive from like 75% of the United States. The next reason to move to Tennessee is for a slower pace of life. Now, obviously, I live in Murfreesboro, and that's not the slow pace of the more rural communities. But compared to our other cities, Murfreesboro still has that small town feel. Folks absolutely love living here. We have a great city to grow up, raise a family in, work in, go to school, or retire. Some of the mid-sized cities in Tennessee are really popular as well, like Cookeville, where I grew up, or areas like the Tri-Cities in East Tennessee. The mountains will just take your breath away over there. I don't drive that far out, but I do have a friend in Johnson City if you need help relocating there. Tennessee's natural beauty is the next reason why you might want to move here. Most people who think of Tennessee think of greenery. We have some beautiful trees here. If you're in Knoxville in the springtime, you have to check out the Dogwood Arts Festival. They have that festival there every year in honor of our state tree, the dogwood. It has some of the most beautiful blooms you've ever seen. The tree pollen hurts my nose, but the blooms are easy on my eyes, know what I mean? But aside from the greenery, there's also the topography. We have mountains, places with higher and lower elevations. It's not like in some places where it's so flat you can see the rain coming from a mile away. And it's not just the mountains. Sprinkled throughout the state, we have rivers, creeks, and waterfalls. You don't have to drive that far to be just simply amazed by all of the natural beauty that's around us. The next reason to move to Tennessee is for good food and good music. You could also add that we've got really good whiskey and moonshine, but I know not everyone drinks. Nashville is our nation's music city. It's home to such iconic places like the Grand Ole Opry and the Country Music Hall of Fame. Ask anybody, if you're in Nashville, you've got to try the hot chicken. And just a short drive down the road is Memphis, home of the blues. Go check out some good blues music on Beale Street or visit Graceland where Elvis lived. Try some of that good Memphis barbecue. And go anywhere in Tennessee for good old-fashioned Southern food like biscuits and gravy, pinto beans and cornbread, or strawberry shortcakes. And finally, my number one reason for moving to Tennessee is because of the friendly people that we have here. Do I really need to explain this one? You need something, anything. There is always a neighbor just up the road that is willing to help. It's right there in our nickname, the Volunteer State. And even though that had to do with the War of 1812 and the amount of people in Tennessee that volunteered to go to war, that mentality that a Tennessee neighbor will step up and help you out when you need it really does exist. Just ask anybody that lives here. If you like this video, I've got a whole playlist of videos related to Tennessee that you're gonna wanna check out. Tap that like button if you learned something new today, and make sure to subscribe with the bell so that you'll be the first to know when I post a new video. I've got so much more to tell you about life and real estate in the Murfreesboro area, so I'll see you at the next video. Let me redo that one, that was way too many mosts. And they're the most enjoyable for most people. Still too many mosts. No bark. Izzy, come. Mommy's making a video. Go upstairs. No, go upstairs. Izzy, come. One of those such options. Let's do that again. Offers one of those under 200. Just cannot say the sentence. I'm just gonna have to read it. A short list of places to move. Oh my gosh. And now they're like grinding up trees outside. Did they know that I'm filming a video? Like seriously. I'm gonna stop this and just upload into the next video.